Hi everyone, I'm Lina Artz. I'm a self-taught artist who loves to draw, read, and make embroidery bracelets. Today, in this video, I will be drawing a little, I guess you could say, celebration drawing for my 50th subscriber anniversary. I'm not really sure what to call it. Party? I don't know. So I made this drawing a little more special. I added a mostly full body, so that's not what I usually do. And yeah, basically I was gonna draw like a deity, I guess you could say, kind of like a heavenly figure with like a halo. As you can see, it's like you can barely see it, but like it's there. But then I changed it into something kind of different. I'm gonna be drawing one of my new original characters named Echo the Siren. There's not much story on her, but basically I was gonna make her the ocean's favorite. So I was gonna make kind of like the ocean as a real person. Well, not really real, but like someone in her story. And I was gonna make her the first ever siren. I think that fits her character because I know for sure that she's not gonna be talking that much. Probably not at all. If you don't know what a siren is, I'll explain it to you. It's kind of hard to explain, to be honest, but I'll, try my best. So, sirens are basically like mostly women, actually, mostly female people, I think. They're like people who like sing and they lure like men or like women, I don't know, just people who direct ships into the ocean where they crash and eventually go to the ocean. I don't know much about sirens myself, but I just thought that was kind of an interesting backstory because none of my other characters are sirens, so yeah. I was gonna add a dragon, but then I changed my mind and I just didn't. And yeah. In this picture, she's basically just lying on the ground and looking up at the camera. I was going to make her like wear some sort of a halo, like I said earlier, but then I didn't really like how that, I guess you could say, her character build of sorts, it just didn't really suit her. So yeah, I had a little trouble with the line art because my sketch was kind of like really undetailed. It's kind of hard to explain, but there wasn't much detail on her sketch. I used a bigger brush for the sketch so that I wouldn't have to worry about details so soon into the process, and yeah. My favorite part about this drawing was probably coloring her hair, because that was one part that I sort of knew what I was doing. The other parts, you could say I was mostly experimenting. Like my other drawing, the New Year's drawing, I was kind of experimenting on that one too. And the background was really easy, and yeah. I gave her more of a... So in the beginning, I was going to give her like a dress, and I realized that's not really like the kind of style that would probably suit her. So I changed it up and I gave her more of like a bathing suit, I guess. It's kind of hard to explain. You'll see in the end, but yeah. Her hands are a little wonky, but other than that, I think it's nice. Basically, she's supposed to be like wrapping her hands. I'm not really sure. It's like clasping her hands, I'm pretty sure. And yeah. Right now, I'm drawing her supposedly bathing suit, but I wouldn't really call it that. I would mostly just call it mermaid outfit. I'm not sure. I don't know whether to make her a mermaid or a siren, and I might want to like kind of make her a mix between two, but I'm definitely keeping this character because I love her style, her clothes, and her like I guess you could say her hairstyle. I think it's pretty, and I just really like her general energy, I guess. I don't know, I just like her, like the aura she's giving off. And then I added these like little pearls. She's gonna wear a lot of pearls, trust me. And basically she has like these little dangly bits coming off, and this like a full body thing almost. It goes on her back as well. I added some pearls on her pants. I'm not sure what to call them, but like at the top, and I added ruffles at the bottom. And I also gave her this little like leg jewelry, which has like little pearls and then more dangly bits. And then I also gave her another pearl bracelet and like a little ruffle bracelet as well. And then I did it on the other side, except they were reversed. And I added some I added more jewelry. Well, not jewelry, I guess you could say I decorated her more later. That's kind of weird, but like, you know what I mean, later. But yeah, I really like this, I guess you could say, more of a flat skin tone, because it's kind of like not really what I use often. It's a little dull in my opinion, but I like it. It, like I said earlier, it suits her, so that's why I have it. Also, I can't believe I'm at 50 subscribers already. Thank you so much. I really love drawing, and I'm really thankful for everyone who's been helping me get to 50. My next goal is going to be 100, and I just want to thank everyone for subscribing and supporting me in this wonderful journey. And yeah, I added this kind of fade out that came from her, like a little fade out from her neck and near her like legs, and some on her stomach as well. And then I added this like shiny on her skin. I was going to give her lips, but they looked horrendous, and I removed them in the end. I added more highlights to her legs, her arms, and a little bit right beneath her shoulder. And then I colored her eyes. They're light purple. And then I got to the hair. I first colored in the hair white because I thought that's what I wanted. It looked nice, but I didn't think it would look nice. You know, it's like not really, doesn't really pop up. So I did a little more gray, and then I added the highlights. And then afterward, I added like strands all over the place so it looked more realistic. And yeah, this is not the full hair. I added like more colors in her hair in the end, but yeah, I added this kind of like shading part, which helped a lot for it to look more, I guess you could say, pop up more. And then I realized that the strands kind of poked out a little too much, so I erased some of them, and then I went to this other part of the drawing. I don't know what it's called. Another part of shading, I'm not sure. And this was when I was halfway done the hair. Yeah. Then I came on top of it with the actual shadows, which would go into like the harder shadows, which I put in like the like near her body, because her body's like on top of her hair, so it's kind of like shading it. And then I added like a little more different shadows, I'm not sure what to call it, and then the highlights, and then her hair was done. I feel like my favorite part of this drawing was like the thing on her head. I don't know what to call it, her headdress, and I really liked her clothes. Well, not really clothes, but they just look nice. For the headdress, I kind of changed my style a little bit. Usually I go with line art, and then on top of it I would go with like and underneath I would color it. But then I changed it up because it would give her like a more natural look, in my opinion. So I gave her like this little headdress thing with like seashells and like these two purple fins that aren't actually fins, probably coral or something. Not coral, I don't know what to call it, but like, yeah, they came out. And then this little like starfish ornament, and then I colored in her like the little dangly bits. They're also pearl, but I also added like different colors, like blue and like purple. Then I went over and colored in the rest of her jewelry. I feel like I could have done a little bit better on that, but yeah. For her clothes, I tried to give it more of a shiny look and a little more like blended in. So I gave her like a mixture of pink, purple, turquoise, and a little bit of yellow. Then I added strands on top to give it a nice look, almost like fins. Maybe not fins, but I don't know what to call it. Yeah, it looked nice. Then I was going to add sparkles everywhere, and I realized that it was too much, so I just added like the stars everywhere, and that's all. And a little bit of water on each side. I think I erased it later, I'm not really sure. Then I colored her, like the top part of her outfit, and I was done, basically. And then I remembered that I forgot to color one part, so I quickly colored it in. It's like the little dangly things. Not dangly, it's almost like the fins, like I said about earlier, but it was coming from her shoulder, so almost like shoulder straps. It was connected to it. Then I did the same thing that I did for the fins I was talking about. Then I added this cool color tone thingy that made everything look purple and turquoise. And I added more highlights to everything. And that's the end of my video, guys. Thank you so much for getting me to 50 subscribers. And thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe for my next video. Well, my next special video, which is at 100 subscribers. Bye!